The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Original animation by REMASTERED, now remastered for your viewing pleasure. Law number 1. Never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please or impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. Inspire fear and insecurity. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you'll attain the heights of power. We can clearly see this law in the story of King Louis XIV and his finance minister, Nicolas Fouquet. Who was Louis XIV? He reigned as the absolute monarch of France from 1643 to 1715. His infamous quotes, "L'État, c'est moi," literally, "I am the state," and "Après moi, le déluge," after me, the flood, provide us with a brief but revealing glimpse into his inner world. He portrayed himself as the Sun King and had such might and power among his lands that he could make any decision he wanted without discussion. He would ask for a pen and the whole room would be fighting each other for the chance to give him theirs, as to get in his good graces or be able to say they've done the great king a favor. His need to be the center of attention always would prove to be the downfall of Nicolas Fouquet. In 17th century France, Nicolas Fouquet had spent enormous sums in building a magnificent chateau on his estate of Vaux-le-Vicomte. When the prime minister died, the position was abolished instead of replaced with Fouquet, the king's smart finance minister. In order to not lose the king's trust and regain his attention, he then planned the most spectacular party France had ever seen to show off its connections, cultivated manner, and charm. It was a great tribute to the guest of honor, the king himself. Thinking this move would make him an indispensable asset, Fouquet had actually offended his master, who was outraged by the fact people were more charmed by his finance minister than by himself. Fouquet unintentionally outshone his master, making the king feel insecure. He was arrested the next day and spent the last 20 years of his life in solitary confinement high in the Pyrenees Mountains for having stolen enormous amounts from the country's treasury. The accusations were false, but such was the price of his actions, best intentions aside. A second example would be Galileo Galilei, one of the greatest minds of the 16th century who used this law in his favor. Galileo was clever in observing this law by giving glory to his patrons. In order to solve his perennial problem of funding, he dedicated his discovery of the moons of Jupiter to the Medici. Since the royal symbol of the Medici family was the planet Jupiter, he then commissioned an emblem for them with each moon representing one of the suns who revolved around the patriarch. The Medici family became his major patron, appointing him their official court mathematician and philosopher, thereby giving him a more comfortable life and a steady salary. The end. Watch the concise 30-minute version here while I remaster all of the animations that this channel was built upon. Listen to the new audiobooks on the source material of the 48 Laws of Power and join the REMASTERED library on Gumroad for more exclusive content.